Welcome to the program. It's the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update. This is March 18th, 2025. I hope you all had a good day yesterday and are off to a good start today. Just got a few topics to touch on today, but we're going to start. We are going to start. Oh, I should probably tell you, the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update is brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel. That is a full-service travel agency. They can help you with all of your vacation planning, from everything from personal leisure vacation planning up to and including group and business travel. So they are available to help you with all of your needs. The number to reach them is 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. All right. Oh, you can also reach them on the web at www.livinlifeandstyle.com. All right. Let's see here. Going to do our daily travel weather report. Today, the location of the day is Santorini, Greece. That's this little dot down here. That is Santorini. You look up this way, Athens. Athens is right there. Give you a little perspective. Mykonos, right there. Looks like it's going to be a rainy day today towards the evening. I guess it's evening there now, so they're already looking at the evening. So in a few hours, though, it looks like it's almost 6 o'clock their time now. So, or just at 6 o'clock their time in the PM. It looks like they've got thunderstorms and rain lining up to fill the area. The big system coming through. Look at that. Let's zoom out here. Yeah. A lot of rain making their way through. There's a lot of weather over there. Man. A lot of weather going on there in Greece and Turkey. Whoop. So, the weather forecast. Yamas. I don't know what that means. That must be like a toast in Greek. Let's toast to a beautiful day in Santorini, Greece for today's Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update. We're bringing you the weather forecast for this stunning Greek island on March 18th, 2025. Expect a pleasant day with mild temperatures. The high will be around 64 degrees and the low will be around 49 degrees. There's a chance of showers. It looks like a lot of showers. So pack a light jacket and an umbrella just in case. Enjoy the breathtaking views, the delicious Greek cuisine, and the vibrant atmosphere of Santorini. So make sure if you're headed to Greece, what's that 10-day forecast looking like? Partly cloudy with winds, and then it will be sunny starting on the 22nd, and it looks like it will be pretty beautiful at that time. So that is your weather report for Santorini, Greece on March 18th, 2025. Speaking of Greece cracking down on high heels at ancient sites because they want to prevent damage. Can't be wearing those hard-soled shoes with high pointy heels. If you're planning a dream getaway to Greece, this is from the Travel and Tour World. And if you're planning a dream getaway to Greece, complete with stunning outfits and perfectly paired shoes, you might want to rethink your footwear choices. One common fashion staple, the stiletto heel, is strictly prohibited at some of the country's most famous ancient sites, and ignoring this rule could leave you with a hefty fine. Why are high heels banned at Greek monuments? Wearing high heels at iconic landmarks like the Acropolis and Epidaurus Theater isn't just a questionable style choice, it's against the law. The rule introduced in 2009. Okay, if it's a law, it's a law. It's not a rule. A rule is different and doesn't carry nearly as much weight as a law. A law could theoretically put you in jail or, you know, uh, cost you a hefty fine, but a law, yeah, that's a law. A rule might mean you have to sit in the corner for 10 minutes and not get to play in fun time. Come on now. You got to know the difference here. The rule, introduced in 2009, aims to protect Greece's ancient ruins from damage caused by sharp-heeled shoes. These centuries-old structures are already vulnerable due to weathering and foot traffic, and the pressure from a narrow, pointed heel can cause erosion, cracks, and long-term harm. A single scratch may seem insignificant, but with millions of visitors each year, even minor damages add up, threatening the integrity threatening the integrity of these treasured sites. As a result, Greek authorities enforce strict preservation laws to safeguard their cultural heritage for future generations. The price of breaking the rule? Ignoring the high heel ban isn't just frowned upon, it comes with a significant financial penalty. Tourists caught wearing inappropriate footwear at these historic locations could be fined up to €900. That's 771 pounds, which, all right, let's see here. Let's do the calc. Okay, get out here. See here. How many dollars is 900 euro? Oh, I should put the euro sign in front of the 900. There we go. It's about $990, man. You're talking about almost $1,000 penalty. That's pretty steep. That's pretty steep. Whew. This unexpected expense could put a serious dent in your travel budget. You think? Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Turning what should be a memorable vacation into a costly mistake. Yeah, quite costly. More than just a footwear ban. While stiletto heels are a major no-go, Greece has implemented other regulations to protect its archaeological sites. Visitors are also prohibited from bringing food or drink to the ancient landmarks, removing stones, fragments, or any part of the historic grounds, visiting sites while intoxicated, engaging in unauthorized performances, or disruptive behavior. These rules are strictly enforced, and breaking them could lead to additional fines or even legal consequences. How to avoid these costly mistakes? Don't be stupid. That's rule number one. If you can meet rule number one and don't be stupid, you'll probably avoid most of these costly mistakes. The shoe thing, though, you definitely want to be aware of, because I don't necessarily find that being stupid. That just like, oh, I just thought I was wearing my shoes, and like, oh no, now you have $1,000 fine. To ensure a hassle-free trip, travelers should always research local laws before visiting historic destinations. A quick check of official tourist websites or local regulations can save you from unexpected fines or awkward encounters with authorities. For those exploring Greece's breathtaking ruins, comfortable flat-soled shoes like sneakers or sandals are the best choice. Not only will they keep you compliant with the rules, but they'll also make navigating the ancient and often uneven terrain much easier. Enjoy Greece without the worry. Greece's ancient landmarks are among the most remarkable in the world, and preserving them is a shared responsibility. By respecting the local laws, you can fully immerse yourself in the country's rich history without the fear of penalties. So, before packing your Greek adventure, swap out the stilettos for sturdy, comfortable footwear and enjoy a seamless, fine-free experience at some of the world's most treasured sites. I've not been to Greece. All of these rules are pretty standard, make a lot of sense. Look, man, if people sites, you will no longer get to enjoy them fully. Um, for example, on my honeymoon, we went to Chichen Itza in Mexico. We did that as part of our honeymoon, one of the excursions we did. And when we went there, we were able to climb to the top of the Great Pyramid, take pictures all from all around the top of the Great Pyramid, go back down, go under the Great Pyramid to see the I think it was a jade tiger or jaguar, jade jaguar, I think is what it was. And we were able to do all that stuff. You cannot climb the the pyramid anymore. It is off limits. And most of the sites in that I've seen recently, there are no structures you can stand on, or I mean, there's a couple of them. Like we went to a few new ones at when we went to Costa Maya. I can't remember the name of the Chacchobin. We went there. You could like maybe on a couple of the structures, you could maybe get up 2 steps and take a picture, but there was no climbing to the top of anything. And a lot of that, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's due to people being stupid and doing wrong things. A lot of times it's just a simple fact that you get that much foot traffic and it does damage. It does damage to the stuff. So, but these right here bring food, drinks to landmarks, removing stone fragments are part of. Yeah, if you do that, you deserve to go to jail. I don't know what to tell you. Visiting sites while intoxicated, quite frankly, I don't know why you would do that. And then obviously, you know, breaking out in song and dance in the middle of the exhibits are probably that's probably being stupid. So I think that one would qualify for that. So now you know if you're going to Greece, your shoe selection is important. So we are moving on. I haven't been on this page in a while. But we're on islands.com here. Hidden in the Arkansas Ozarks is a unique, funky city bursting with creativity, boutiques, and mountain charm. This is from John Bittner earlier this morning. With its rolling mountains, pristine lakes, and gurgling rivers, Arkansas is an outdoor paradise. That's true. Arkansas is an incredible place if you love the outdoors. If you like driving, it's a pain in the ass. Like there are no straight roads in Arkansas. Like they all got curves in them, and some of them like some nasty curves. But I digress. This is especially true for the northwestern portion of the state, where the Ozark Mountains turn the landscape truly rugged. Tucked away in these mountains is the funky, inclusive community of Eureka Springs, a charming destination filled with creative boutiques and eateries, plus bundles of quintessential Arkansas charm. It's also just an hour from Fayetteville, Arkansas's second largest city, which is known as a creative mecca. Fayetteville's a cool place. I like all of that Northwest Arkansas area up there. It's I dig it. Visitors to Eureka Springs are a stone's throw away from the best of the Ozark Mountains. From the still waters of Lake Leatherwood and the eerie depths of War Eagle Cavern to countless mountain biking trails and kayaking and kayaking the White River. It's not hard to find your next adventure. You're even close to a secret cove filled with enchanting waterfalls and canyons, giving you a chance to cross off 2 iconic spots in a single trip. Back in town, Eureka Springs features wonderful tourist attractions like Little Eureka Springs and Thorn Crown Chapel. So whether you're looking to get lost in the mountains or simply unwind in a charming mountain town, Eureka Springs is the perfect fit for your next getaway. The Thorn Crown Chapel is awesome. Now, I was only a kid when we went there and saw it with my parents, like right before they were going to get a divorce. So I'm sure a chapel wasn't necessarily the thing they were most excited about going to, but the chapel itself was really cool. I mean, like I said, I was just a little kid at the time. I was probably like 7 years old or something, but I do remember going and seeing it, and it was really cool. Eureka Springs is an artsy, inclusive community and its eclectic charm is on full display as you walk through its small downtown. There are some cool attractions off Main Street, including ghost tours from haunted Eureka Springs and the educational Eureka Springs Historical Museum. But some of its most popular attractions are a short drive away. The first stop on your list needs to be Thorn Crown Chapel, soaring nearly 50 feet into the sky and designed by E. Fay Jones, taught the famous who was taught by the famous Frank Lloyd Wright. The building features 425 windows and a staggering 6,000 square feet of glass. It's truly a feat of engineering, and regardless of your spirituality, it's an inspiring way to calm your mind while surrounded by the Ozarks. Up north along Highway 62 is the Blue Spring Heritage Center. Before heading too far off the highway, stop at Inspiration Point for dramatic views of the rolling river below. Plus views of the mountains rolling into the horizon. Blah, blah. I should read that sentence over because that was just pathetic. Before heading too far off the let's start again. Before heading too far off the highway, stop at Inspiration Point for dramatic views of the rolling river below, plus views of the mountains rolling into the horizon. At Blue Spring Heritage Center, you'll find a series of gardens plus a mile-long trail, each filled with colorful native plants. It's also listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and you can explore the region's past by exploring a catalog of artifacts, photos, and various historic buildings. For more outdoor fun in the Ozarks, you can head over to Jasper, a nearby riverside town known for its outdoor beauty. The best shopping, dining, and lodging in Eureka Springs. That is a cool building, man. Look at that building. That whole street. I love that. That is fantastic. Lodging options in Eureka Springs can be overwhelming, with dozens of historic inns vying for your attention. Thankfully, the vast majority are well reviewed. One of the best, however, is the 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa, tucked away just above the town. The magnificent building offers stunning views from many of its rooms. Originally opened in 1886 and lovingly restored years later, it's an elegant yet understated option for discerning travelers. Dining options are just as expansive, with a multitude of eateries lining the streets of downtown Eureka Springs. Upscale dinners can be had at the beautiful Grotto Wood Fire Grill and Wine Cave. Ermilio's Italian Home Cooking is one of the best rated spots for pasta, while Main Street Cafe is perfect for an affordable meal. If you're not sure what you're in the mood for, just take a stroll down Main Street and something is bound to catch your eye. Ready for some shopping? Check out the Ladybug Emporium. The boutique's shelves are packed with art, decor, and an assortment of odds and ends. Continue along Spring Street until it intersects with Center Street, where you'll find a bundle of shops like the Lazy One clothing store, the funky metaphysical supply store Enchanted Soul, and Amused fine art and extraordinary books. All three are highly rated thanks to an exclusive selection of gifts and cozy interiors that make for a unique shopping experience in the heart of Eureka Springs. So Eureka Springs, man, I'm telling you, Eureka Springs is cool. It has been a long time since I've been down there. Actually in Eureka Springs, we went a few years ago. We went to a different place. It wasn't Eureka Springs, and now I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember exactly where it was we went. Something further south. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see here. We're gonna go. That's not it. Let me. What is it called? Could have swore it was further south. That's Branson. I gotta take my glasses off, see if I can find this now. I'm trying to remember what it was. Hot Springs. That's where we went. We went to Hot Springs. And Hot Springs was really freaking cool. It has a a long and storied history with the mob here in the United States. And so that was really cool to learn about a lot of that stuff. And we had a really cool downtown. And, we went and they have a place just south of Hot Springs that has a oh, you can go dig around in the ground for finding diamonds. You don't find any diamonds. People do find diamonds. We don't find any diamonds because that would mean we were lucky. And well, that's not us. So we didn't find any diamonds, but some people have found diamonds. So we did that. We did, we did a nature hike, and it was really cool. It was a really good week with the family. All right. So big news. There's a grand opening coming May 22nd. And it is the opening of Epic Universal. So let's get a first look at Epic Universal ahead of the May 22nd grand opening. This is from the Insider Travel Report and James Shillinglaw. Trusty James Shillinglaw, always come in with the good articles. Universal Orlando Resort is sharing an official first look inside Universal Epic Universe. The destination's 4th theme park grand opening on May 22nd, 2025. The new theme park will offer a level of immersion and innovation that is unmatched as it unlocks the portals of 5 astounding worlds: Celestial Park, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Dark Universe. Here is what Universal Orlando is calling an official look at some of the locations guests at some of the locations guests will be able to explore at Universal Epic Universe. The Kronos, the icon of Universal Epic Universe. As guests start their day, they will pass through the stunning Kronos portal. See photo above. This must be the Kronos portal right there. Interesting. That serves as the gateway to the incredible adventures found in Epic Universe. The first world guests will encounter upon entering the Kronos is Celestial Park, where they can board a shooting comet for an exhilarating roller coaster adventure, dine on delectable cuisine, shop exclusive merchandise to commemorate their visit, and more. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. I've got at least one daughter who would be very interested in this. In this section of the theme park, guests will journey from a Muggle park in Paris into the breathtaking spectacle of 1920s Place Cachet, a hidden, bustling shopping district in Wizarding Paris. Within Place Cachet, guests will find numerous dining venues like Café Lair, De La Sirène, chic shopping options like Les Galeries Mirifiques. I don't know if I'm saying any of those right. It's my best French, which I don't speak French, so I have no idea, but I'm trying. That's what I do. A live full-scale theater experience, Le Cirque Arcanus, and more. They can also journey from Wizarding Paris to the British Ministry of Magic to witness the long-awaited trial of the infamous Dolores Umbridge. My daughter would very much like to see that. In the thrilling ride, Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. Super Nintendo World. After guests emerge from the iconic green pipe into Super Nintendo World, they will be immersed into the worlds of beloved Nintendo characters like Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, Donkey Kong, and more. Within Universal Orlando's most colorful and interactive experience yet, they will encounter familiar places inspired by Nintendo's games, including Mount Beanpole. There we go. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. Upon entering the larger-than-life world of How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, guests will be captivated by a real-life version of the iconic sweeping vista straight from the wildly popular How to Train Your Dragon films. As they take in the vast, sparkling lagoon, two 40-foot tall Viking statues, and an energetic village perched above churning seas, they can embark on a variety of Viking adventures inspired by the beloved film series, including experiencing what it's like to fly on a dragon on Hiccup's wing gilders, or on Hiccup's wing gilders. Duh. Should have read the whole phrase. Anyway, competing to outscore and outsoak fellow guests on fire drill, posing for a photo with Toothless, and so much more. The Dark Universe. In Dark Universe, guests can explore the shadowy village of Darkmoor, home to universal monster legends like Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, and more. That's right, it's Frankenstein's monster. The monster is not Frankenstein. Frankenstein was the doctor that built the monster. It's always important to point that out. Most people don't realize. The icon of this ominous world is Frankenstein Manor, where guests will venture deep into its catacombs and face a horde of enraged monsters on Universal Orlando's most chilling attraction ever, Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. For more information about Universal Orlando's epic universe, visit universalorlando.com/epic. And if you would like to book a trip to Universal Orlando and the epic universe, by all means, give Livin Life and Style Travel a call at 816-744-1405, or find them on the web at 816 or at www.livinlifeandstyle.com, spelled LIVINLIFENSTYLE.com, and they can help you out with your trip to Epic Universal. All right, I got one more here. I didn't know what to think about this. I generally, try to do more of it being like news stuff as opposed to people's opinions, because I have my own opinions and I could share them with you if I wanted. But this one kind of piqued my interest, especially with the guy with the dorky sunglasses. And yeah, okay, that's fine. He's probably in his 20s. So, Jamie, not a big fan of the picture, but I am interested. I avoided all-inclusive resorts for years until I unknowingly stayed in one, and I hate that I loved it. Okay, Jamie, I don't understand what you're getting. This is from the Business Insider. Jamie Valentino posted this last week, or 10 days ago, actually. I really don't get the, like, why would you hate that you liked something? That just doesn't make sense to me. So, you see in the quote, in the right here in the caption on his photo, it says, after staying in an all-inclusive resort, I can better understand why many travelers like them. I'd also be open to staying in another. I don't understand what I as we get down here, I hope he explains what it is he thought he would not like about an all-inclusive resort. I didn't think I'd like all-inclusive resorts, but my first stay helped change my mind a bit. The resort I stayed in had better food options and nicer rooms and amenities than I expected. I liked not needing a wallet and exploring the property, and I'd try another all-inclusive stay. Right, exactly. All the things, man. All the things. For years, I viewed the term all-inclusive as a travel red flag, signifying an overpriced experience that would be sacrificing quality for gluttony. Yeah, buddy, you definitely need to get out and explore some of these more. When I think of all-inclusive resorts, I'd picture generic space filled with plentiful but just okay amenities for the masses, and travelers binge eating at bland buffets or slamming back enough cocktails to get their money's worth. To be fair, these were my assumptions, mostly built on stereotypes. Yes, we need to get out of this stereotyping type of crap. I'd never been to an all-inclusive because I didn't think they were my style. Jamie. When I travel, I lean towards staying at chains. Okay, hold on. Hold on. You're going to bag you have this negative stereotype of all inclusives and the people who go to all inclusives, but you're going to stay at chains? I mean, okay, granted it's the Four Seasons or the W, which are very nice hotels. But yeah, okay, like or a local boutique hotel. I probably should have read the whole sentence before I started jumping his shit. But when I travel I lean towards staying at chains with a trusted legacy. Like, I mean, come on, bruh. The idea of spending my entire trip confined to one all-inclusive property also worried me because of how much I like exploring an area's local scene for food and fun. Okay, did you think you were going to be like you got on the resort property and they were going to like lock the gate behind you and they weren't going to let you out until you had spent your full 7 days? That's not how any of this works, man. However, after my unintentional first stay at an all inclusive resort, I left impressed, gaining a new respect for the concept. I hate that I loved it. Oh my God. These childish people that are upset that they're looking down their nose view of the way other people vacation is so snobby. It drives me nuts. I'm telling you right now, like part of living life in style is like we like nice stuff, but we don't like bougie attitudes. Bougie attitudes suck ass. Just want to point that out. I usually don't get so fired up on this, but I hate this type of attitude. I hate that I liked it. You're lame, dude. My first all-inclusive resort was far from what I expected. Exactly, because you had built up a paper uh, what is it? A a paper man argument in your head. Straw man argument. That's what it is, not paper. Straw man. You built a paper tiger. That's what it was. That too. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I trust my travel companions to choose where we stay, but I hadn't expected one of them to book us rooms at an all-inclusive resort for 2 nights out of the 4 we'd be spending in the Riviera Nayarit on Mexico's west coast. We arrived at the Delta Hotel's Riviera Nayarit. My bags were loaded onto the bag of a golf cart, and I was escorted through the premises, which looked like the merger of a water park and a safari. It felt quite nice with its manicured grounds and 5 swimming pools, including a lazy river and an infinity pool. I hesitated when I checked in and received a black wristband I couldn't remove that signaled to the staff I belonged on the property, which is only open to hotel guests. It reminded me of an ankle monitor. This guy, this guy. However, my feeling of destination house arrest faded the moment I entered my room. I couldn't deny it. I could be happy here. Its spa-like bathroom with a rain shower, comfortable bed, multiple vanity mirrors, and stunning balcony views made me want to congratulate my friend on a booking job well done. That's right. I have seen now there and look, all inclusives are not created the same, right? Hell, even all inclusives within the same chain brand of all inclusives are not created the same. You can have bad experience. I had one at a Ryu, but I don't think that Ryus are bad properties. It was just we were in one and it was due for a reno. And that's how it goes. Renos happen and they don't happen before they need to happen. And we went to one and it was in need of reno and you could tell. Okay, so what? I haven't burned Ryu yet. We'll still try a Ryu in the future. But the idea that but look, but other than that, other than a situation like that, I've not been in an all inclusive where I was like, wow, this is a dump. They are all tip top. All of the ones I've been to or sent people to. I checked out the gym I checked out the gym next and found it was better than the gym at the W nearby where we stayed after, and on par with the one at the Four Seasons in Mexico City. As I saw more of the property, I passed a spa, multiple restaurants, and different pool types. Overall, I found the rooms and amenities felt higher quality and more diversified than I'd expected. Absolutely. And just about every, like I said, I've been to a number of all inclusive resorts, and they are some of the poshest places I've ever stayed. Although once a buffet naysayer, I found myself pleasantly surprised by the food. I was skeptical about the food, assuming it would be a buffet style and sacrifice quantity over quality. In my opinion, it's rare for a buffet to truly offer a wonderful culinary experience. In many cases, diners might leave a buffet uncomfortably full, only convincing themselves it was good because they got their money's worth. But much to my surprise, my favorite meal at the property was at a daily buffet where I tried a bit of everything. The chilaquiles, I love chilaquiles. It's like one of my favorite things in Mexico for breakfast. I eat the hell out of some chilaquiles. Huevos rancheros. I don't eat eggs, so no huevos rancheros for me. Pan dulce, fruit, and even Americanized lunch staples such as chicken fajitas. I even had a second helping. You didn't. Jamie, you might hate that you like it. I was also pleased to find that most of the restaurants on the property operated like regular food establishments with menus and servers. That's right. It's basically, I mean, an all inclusive resort is basically a cruise ship on land. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not taking you to the next destination, but all the stuff you need is right there in the resort. That doesn't mean you don't go out and have excursions and check out the city and check out the culture and the heritage of the area that you're traveling to. But everything you need is right there in the all-inclusive resort. Now, unlike a cruise ship and an all-inclusive resort, all your drinks are free. They're included in the price. All your food is free on the resort. That's all included in the price. That's not true on all cruise ships. Most cruise ships, you're going to have to buy a drink package. If you want to eat at their specialty dining restaurants, you're going to have to pay for that as well on top. I love all inclusives. It's been a while since we've been back to an all inclusive. I do think that is going to have to be on my. I'm definitely going to have to put that on the docket here real soon. Take the wife to an all inclusive. We already read that. On my first day, I had a particularly attentive server who noticed right away that I wasn't fully enjoying my lunch and offered to bring me a different dish. That level of service impressed me. Although I had expected gimmicky buffets and subpar food quality, the dining experience at the resort didn't let me down. None of the dishes I ate were bad, even if a lot of them weren't particularly memorable. Yeah, I mean, it can also be hit or miss. I mean, usually there's going to be, if you're at a good all inclusive, you're going to have probably at least one restaurant that is really good, and you're going to have a couple others that are okay, right? Maybe a little better than okay, and then you're going to have your buffet, and then the buffet is, the buffet is the buffet. Some buffets are really good, some buffets are meh, but they all have stuff you can eat. Overall, it felt nice to run around liberated from tabs. Although I was worried about trading my free will for prepaid perimeters, I found myself enjoying the all inclusive stay. I feel so bad for him. He's hating himself. As I watched guests bar hopping, pool hopping, and flagging down golf carts to take them from one spot to the next, even though everything was walkable, people are still lazy, and you get them on an all inclusive, and they're going to max out their lazy too. I started to understand the appeal that I had doubted. The resort wasn't just designed to be a place to stay. It was meant to be a grand experience all on its own, just like a cruise ship. Most of all, I loved walking around without my wallet. The ease of switching from one restaurant to the next at a moment's notice without needing to request any checks made me feel as if I owned the place. Exactly. You feel like a king when you're on these properties. In that way, being at an all-inclusive resort felt similar to being on a cruise. Man, I wish I would have said that. Plus, We didn't have to leave the grounds if we didn't want to. The adventurous in me hated the fact I thought that was a good thing. You just spend so much time hating yourself, Jamie. I feel bad for you. I appreciated the convenience, but also that we were able to leave the property and seek out some adventure by having private drivers take us to nearby volcanoes and waterfalls. Volcanoes? Wait, what? Holy volcanoes near Nayarit? Hell, I got to let my wife know about this. We're going to have to go do this because I don't think she knew there were volcanoes that close to her favorite place in the world to vacation. We always just go up in the mountains to find the tequila. But I think now we're probably going to have to go find a volcano or two because apparently it's plural. Lastly, although I thought that all inclusive referred only to a type of mid range hotel, I learned that even high end hotels offer the service. The W, one of my favorite hotel chains, even offers all inclusive dining and drinking packages at its location nearby. Yeah, I sent a buddy of mine to Costa Maya and he stayed at a Hilton all inclusive. And it's, and you have to select that you want to pay for the all inclusive at the Hilton, but you can get it. He had a fabulous time. He thought he's very much wanting to go back with lots of friends. So we're probably going to get to work on planning something like that. In the end, I didn't leave with the feeling that I must return to this exact resort, but I'd be willing to consider an all-inclusive option the next time it appears on the table. I'm telling you, man, I love all-inclusives. They are so much fun. I've never look, even when we were at the Ryu that needed a remod, right? Needed to be remodeled. I still had a great time. The food was meh. I still had the chilaquiles were still good. I don't think it's possible to have bad chilaquiles in Mexico, but I will keep trying. And if I find one, I will definitely let people know that those are bad chilaquiles. But let's be honest, I just kind of like saying the word chilaquiles. But even though the Ryu wasn't necessarily up to the standards that we had been when we went to Marival or Hard Rock or the Fives over on, near Puerto Morelos on the Caribbean side, or Royalton Riviera that we went to on the Caribbean side, or Moon Palace that we went to for our honeymoon, which is over by Cancun. We've been to all these places, and they have always been fantastic. The Ryu is the low watermark, and I know of other Ryus, and I know it is a good all-inclusive chain of properties. It was just that one was in a situation where it was time for it to have a reno, and it was what it was, but we still had a fantastic time on the resort. We had friends with us, had people to eat dinner with all the time. It was a great time. So with that being said, that about wraps it up for the Livin Life and Style daily travel update. I think I'm going to have to maybe find a few more of these opinion pieces on locations and trips that people take. That was kind of fun talking about Jamie's trip. Jamie, I hope you don't hate yourself anymore. I hope you've embraced the all-inclusive world. And you can come party with us sometime. I bet that'll perk you right up. So with that being said, the Livin Life and Style daily travel update for March 18th, 2025 is brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel and a full service travel agency. You can reach them at 816-744-1405 for all of your vacation needs, from personal, leisure, and vacation travel to group travel and business travel. They can help you with it all. You can reach them once again at 816-744-1405. You can also find them on the web at www.livinlifeandstyle.com. That's LIVINFLIFENSTYLE.com. All right, folks, thank you very much for joining me for the show today. I hope you have a great time, have a great day, and I will be back here tomorrow. Be good, everybody.